Hey guys, this is Alex D'Onofrio from Terra Terra, and I want to give you a scoop on a little phenomenon I've noticed. Alright guys, so what we have here is a little line graph. Now this axis right here, this is being represented by what I call a mixture of three things: talent, skill, and notoriety. This is your dedication to your craft, the types of gigs you're getting, how good you are at mastering your instrument, all of that. This line over here is people's willingness to support you. So right here, this might be when you start off on your instrument. It's like a new thing, and your friends are all into it. Maybe around here you're starting to, figure out your chords and stuff. You're getting some positive encouragement from the people in your life. It's going pretty good. Then maybe, you start to play some shows, maybe once a month. Something like that. You're starting to get better. You got some friends who will come and support you. And maybe then you start to get up to a level where you're semi-professional, you're playing regularly, people like you, people like to see that you're doing good, and then there's this drop-off where they totally lose interest. Because you've gotten to a point where now you're, pretty good. People start expecting, oh, he's doing all right, he's doing good, he's playing a lot, he doesn't need my help, he's got a lot of gigs. Keep going, maybe you become a band leader or something. You got your own stuff going on. You're doing, maybe more experimental, progressive music, more artful stuff. You got a lot of discipline. And people are just generally unsupportive and uncaring and indifferent because, it's kind of old news. It's not like back here when you had some novelty going up, or here where they were like excited maybe about your potential or that you were breaking in and kind of following your dreams. You're in this long lull right here where it's like, yeah, we kind of expect this of you, we expect more, and we're not that interested. Like, we know you're amazing, but, we're kind of tired of it. And then there's this point. This is when you get, like, your big break. Your cool gig as a leader, and all of a sudden everybody, you're the hot thing, they want to bandwagon with you, so you're up here, you got like all the support, and then that's going to immediately crash down because you're going to get a mixture of, oh, like I shouldn't call him for gigs, he's too busy, I shouldn't, call him for gigs because I'm jealous of this one gig that he had that was kind of cool. And, then there's also the audience support where, oh, he's not doing this thing anymore, or the new thing he's doing isn't exactly like this, and it's not giving me the same feeling, exactly what I want. So I'm not gonna check it out anymore. I feel betrayed as a fan and an audience member because obviously his music, is about me and I should, get what I want. And if he's not doing that, he's betraying me as an audience. And then you're back here at this point. So really, like, the ideal place to try to make the lull happen is about here. If you can stay at this point where you're like, you don't want to get much better than this, because then if you can get this line to grow, which is very difficult, and kind of even out, you'll be all right. But if you keep working on your discipline and your skill and like ambition, you're gonna fall into this lull where people don't want you. And like this right here, I just like to point out this section, this like big, oops. This, pencil has betrayed me. The pencil's down here too right now. This is a maybe. So you really, you might get this big spike, but most likely you're going to lie right in here. And, you're going to be limited to, this is kind of the situation where you're in where it's like, you're trying to book gigs at places and they're like, oh yeah, you sound amazing, but what's your following like? Well, I don't have a following. If you have customers, I'll entertain them and keep them there. But no one is going to come to see me, despite, how much work I put in, or my practicing, or my, my library of albums, or whatever. This is that point. And this is pretty much, once you get past this point, this is likely where most of you are going to be for the rest of your lives. So, in conclusion, we want to try to stay at this point. We don't want to get too good or too much notoriety or whatever. We want to stay at a point where people are still like kind of impressed but feel like they need to give us their support. Like kind of feel bad for us maybe a little bit because they feel like we're growing and that we're passionate about it. But we don't want to get to the point where people assume that like, oh, this guy's a pro, he doesn't need my help, he's doing great, he sounds amazing, like, and he just doesn't need my support. Because everyone will get that idea and then you're stuck in this zone for the rest of your life.